Good morning, James. How's the marketing campaign coming along?
Really well, actually. Listen, I wanted to run something by you. We're organizing a team retreat next weekend, and I think it would be fantastic if you could lead a workshop on leadership strategies.
That sounds like a wonderful initiative, and I really appreciate you thinking of me for this.
You'd be perfect for it. Everyone respects your expertise, and it would really elevate the whole event.
I'm truly flattered, James, but I'm afraid I'll have to decline. I've already committed to my daughter's dance recital that weekend, and it's something I can't miss.
Oh, I completely understand. Family comes first. Maybe we could adjust the timing. What if we moved your session to Friday evening instead?
I wish I could make it work, but I'm actually traveling Friday afternoon to get there early. It's out of state, so the timing just doesn't align.
That's completely reasonable. What about doing a pre-recorded video session instead? You could film it whenever you have time this week.
That's thoughtful of you to offer alternatives, but honestly, I'm stretched quite thin with the quarterly reports due. I wouldn't be able to give it the quality it deserves right now.
I get it. You've got a lot on your plate. No pressure at all.
Thank you for understanding. However, I'd love to recommend Sarah from the sales team. She recently completed a leadership certification and has been looking for opportunities to present.
That's actually a brilliant suggestion. I hadn't thought of Sarah, but she would bring a fresh perspective.
I'm confident she'd do an excellent job, and it would be a great development opportunity for her.
You're right. I'll reach out to her today. Thanks for the recommendation, even though we'll miss having you there.
I appreciate you being so understanding, James. Let me know how the retreat goes.
Will do. Enjoy your daughter's recital.
Thank you. I'm really looking forward to it.
Have a great day, and thanks again for the help.
Anytime. Good luck with the planning.
Hello, this is Marcus. How can I help you today?
Hi, Marcus. I'm calling about a logo design project. I found your portfolio online, and your work is exactly what we need for our startup launch.
That's wonderful to hear. I'm always excited to learn about new projects. Tell me more about your vision.
We're launching a sustainable fashion brand in 3 weeks, and we need a complete brand identity package. Logo, business cards, social media templates, the whole package.
That sounds like an exciting venture. 3 weeks is quite a tight timeline for a complete brand identity, though.
I know it's rushed, but we've already secured investors and scheduled our launch event. We're willing to pay a premium for rush delivery.
I really appreciate your confidence in my work, and the project itself sounds fascinating. However, I need to be honest with you about my current capacity.
We're flexible on budget if that's the concern. We can go 20% above your usual rate.
It's not about the budget, though I appreciate the generous offer. I'm currently committed to 2 major projects with deadlines that fall within your timeline, and I wouldn't be able to deliver the quality you deserve.
What if we scaled it back? Maybe just the logo for now, and we could add the other elements later?
Even with a scaled-down scope, I'm afraid I wouldn't be able to meet your 3-week deadline while maintaining the standards I hold myself to.
This is really disappointing. We specifically sought you out because of your sustainable design philosophy.
I completely understand your frustration, and I wish my schedule allowed me to take this on. Would you be open to a referral? I know 2 excellent designers who specialize in sustainable branding and have availability.
I suppose that would be helpful. We're running out of time to find someone else.
Let me give you their contact information. Both have worked on eco-conscious brands before, and their portfolios are outstanding. One of them, Rachel Chen, actually mentored me early in my career.
Okay, that makes me feel better. Can you send those details over email?
Absolutely. I'll send that within the hour, along with a brief introduction explaining your timeline and needs.
Thank you for being straightforward with me, even though it's not the answer I wanted.
I believe in being honest about what I can realistically deliver. I hope one of these designers will be the perfect fit for your launch.
I appreciate that integrity. If our timeline changes for future projects, can I reach out again?
Definitely. I'd love to work together when the timing aligns better. Best of luck with your launch.
Thank you, Marcus. I'll watch for that email.
Hi, Robert. Beautiful afternoon, isn't it?
Absolutely gorgeous. Perfect day for yard work. Hey, I've been meaning to ask you something.
Sure. What's on your mind?
My wife and I are organizing a neighborhood potluck next Saturday, and we'd love for you to join us. Everyone's bringing their specialty dishes.
That's very kind of you to include me. It sounds like a lovely event.
Great. We're also asking everyone to share a bit about themselves, their background, career, that sort of thing. So everyone can get to know each other better.
I appreciate the invitation, but I'm going to have to pass this time around.
Oh, come on. It'll be fun. And you've only been here 6 months. It's a great way to really become part of the community.
I understand it's meant to build community, and that's wonderful. However, I prefer to keep my personal life relatively private, especially in group settings.
We're all neighbors here, nothing to be shy about. Plus, my wife makes the most amazing lasagna. You'd be missing out.
I'm sure her lasagna is delicious, but I'm still going to decline. I'm not comfortable with the format of the event.
What if we dropped the whole sharing portion? You could just come, eat, and mingle casually.
That's thoughtful of you to offer modifications, but honestly, I have other commitments that evening that I can't reschedule.
What commitments? Maybe we could move the date to Sunday instead.
Robert, I'd rather not go into specifics. I'm simply not available, and I hope you can respect that.
I didn't mean to pry. I just thought it would be nice to have everyone together.
I understand your intentions are good, and I do appreciate being thought of. Perhaps we could catch up over coffee sometime instead, just the four of us?
That could work. My wife would probably prefer something smaller anyway.
Perfect. That feels more my speed. Let's plan something after the potluck when things settle down.
Sounds like a plan. Sorry if I came on too strong.
No harm done. I just like to take things at my own pace when it comes to social events.
Totally fair. We'll set something up soon.
Looking forward to it. Enjoy your potluck.
Thanks. Have a great rest of your day.
Hey, Amanda, did you finish the biology assignment yet?
Almost done. Actually, I'm glad I ran into you. I wanted to talk about forming a study group for finals.
Oh, that's something a lot of people have been talking about lately.
Exactly. I'm thinking we meet 4 times a week, 3 hours per session, covering all our shared subjects systematically.
4 times a week? That's quite a commitment.
We only have 5 weeks until finals, so we need to be intensive about it. I've already created a detailed schedule with specific topics for each session.
I can see you've put a lot of thought into this, and your organizational skills are impressive.
Thanks. I've also designated you as the biology specialist since you're acing that class. You'd be responsible for preparing teaching materials for those sessions.
That's flattering that you think so highly of my biology knowledge, but I'm afraid I can't commit to that schedule.
Why not? This would benefit everyone, including you. Teaching others is the best way to reinforce your own understanding.
While that's true, I'm already working 20 hours a week at my part-time job, and I have commitments to 2 other campus organizations.
You could cut back on those other things. Finals should be the priority right now.
My job isn't optional. It's how I'm paying for textbooks and housing, and I've made commitments to my organizations that I need to honor.
What if we reduced it to 3 times a week instead? That's only 9 hours total.
I appreciate your willingness to compromise, but even that wouldn't work with my schedule. I study better independently anyway, with shorter, focused sessions.
But collaborative learning has been proven more effective. There are dozens of studies showing this.
For some people, absolutely. But I've learned over 3 years of college that I retain information better when I study alone, at my own pace.
I just think you're limiting your potential by not participating. We could all help each other reach higher grades.
I understand your perspective, but I'm confident in my study approach. My grades reflect that it works well for me.
Fine, but you're going to regret this when finals hit and you're struggling alone.
I don't think I will, but I genuinely hope your study group goes well. Have you asked Trevor? He mentioned wanting to join something like this.
Trevor? I hadn't considered him, but that's actually a good suggestion.
He's strong in chemistry and physics, which would complement your group well.
You're right. Thanks for the idea, even if you won't join.
No problem. Good luck with organizing everything.
Thanks. See you in class.
Excuse me, could I see a menu, please?
Of course. Welcome to Giovanni's. Before we start, I should tell you about our special 3-course wine pairing experience tonight.
That sounds lovely, but I'll just stick with the regular menu for now.
Are you sure? It's only available tonight, and our sommelier has personally selected regional wines that complement our chef's signature dishes perfectly.
I appreciate the recommendation, but I'm not interested in wine this evening.
Not even just one glass? We have a spectacular Tuscan red that's been getting rave reviews from customers all week.
No thank you, I don't drink alcohol.
Oh, well, we also offer premium non-alcoholic pairings with craft mocktails and artisanal beverages. It's the same experience without the alcohol.
That's thoughtful, but I prefer to order a la carte. Could you give me a moment to look over the menu?
Absolutely. But while you're deciding, let me mention our appetizer sampler. It's a great way to try 5 of our most popular starters.
I'm actually trying to eat light this evening, so I'll probably just order a single entree.
If you're looking for something lighter, our sampler portions are actually quite modest. Plus, you get variety.
I understand you're trying to be helpful, but I really need you to stop suggesting additional items. I'll let you know when I'm ready to order.
I apologize if I'm coming across too strong. I just want to make sure you have the best dining experience possible.
I appreciate that intention, but the best experience for me would be choosing my own meal without pressure. Can you give me 5 minutes alone with the menu?
Of course, I'm sorry. I got a bit carried away. Our management encourages us to inform guests about specials, but I should have read the situation better.
I understand you have a job to do, and there's no hard feelings. I just know what I'm looking for tonight.
That's completely fair. I'll come back in a few minutes, and you can tell me what sounds good to you.
Perfect. Thank you for understanding.
Can I at least bring you some water while you decide?
Yes, water would be great. Thank you.
Coming right up. Again, apologies for being overly enthusiastic.
It's fine. I appreciate your attentiveness.
I'll be back shortly.
Can I help you?
Good afternoon. I'm Jennifer from Solar Bright Solutions. I'm in your neighborhood today offering free home energy assessments. We're helping homeowners reduce their electricity bills by up to 70%.
That's an interesting offer, but I'm not looking to make any changes to my home right now.
I completely understand. This isn't about making immediate changes. The assessment is completely free with no obligation. We just analyze your current energy usage and show you potential savings.
I appreciate you explaining that, but I'm still not interested in having an assessment done.
May I ask what's holding you back? Is it concerns about the cost of installation? Because we have financing options that require zero money down.
It's not about the cost. I simply don't want to pursue solar panels at this time.
Are you aware that federal tax credits are expiring soon? Homeowners who act before the end of the year can save an additional 30%. That's thousands of dollars you'd be leaving on the table.
I understand there may be financial incentives, but that doesn't change my position. I'm not interested.
What if I told you your neighbors at 315 just signed up this morning? They're going to be saving over $200 monthly.
I'm happy for them, but their choices don't influence mine. I need you to respect that I'm declining your offer.
I respect that, but can I at least leave you some information? You could review it at your leisure and call us if you change your mind.
I'd prefer not to take any materials. When I'm ready to consider solar, I'll do my own research.
You know, most people who say no initially end up calling us back within a month when they receive their next electricity bill. Why not save yourself that step?
I need to be very clear with you now. I've said no multiple times, and you're continuing to push. That's making me uncomfortable, and I'm asking you to leave my property.
I apologize. I didn't mean to make you uncomfortable. That wasn't my intention at all.
I understand you have sales quotas, but you need to recognize when someone has definitively declined and respect that boundary.
You're absolutely right. I got too focused on the pitch and stopped listening. I'm sorry for being pushy.
Apology accepted. In the future, I'd suggest listening when people say no the first or second time.
That's fair feedback, and I'll take it to heart. Thank you for being direct with me.
No problem. Have a good rest of your day.
You too. Again, sorry for the inconvenience.
Morning, Derek. How was your weekend?
Pretty good. Hey, a bunch of us are going out for happy hour after work on Friday. You should definitely come.
Thanks for thinking of me. Who's organizing it?
Mostly the folks from accounting and a few people from our department. We're trying that new rooftop bar downtown.
It sounds like a fun time, but I'm gonna pass on this one.
Come on, you never come to these things. It would be great to see you in a more relaxed setting outside of work.
I appreciate the invitation, but I prefer to keep my work and personal life separate.
We're not talking about work stuff at all. It's just colleagues hanging out as friends. Very casual, very low-key.
I understand that, but it's still a work-related social event, and those aren't really my preference.
You're not worried about office politics or anything, are you? Because I promise it's not like that at all.
It's not about politics. I simply use my after-work time for other priorities and activities.
What if you just stopped by for one drink? You wouldn't have to stay the whole evening.
Derek, I'm giving you a polite no here. I hope you can accept that without continuing to push.
I'm not trying to pressure you. I just think you might be missing out on bonding with the team.
I bond with the team perfectly fine during work hours through our projects and collaboration. I don't need to extend that into my personal time.
Fair enough. I guess some people are just more private than others.
Exactly. And there's nothing wrong with that. I'm effective at my job and friendly during work hours.
You're definitely both of those things. I wasn't trying to suggest otherwise.
I know you weren't. You're trying to be inclusive, and I do appreciate that impulse.
Thanks for understanding where I was coming from. I'll stop bugging you about it.
I don't feel bugged. I just wanted to be clear about my boundaries so we're on the same page.
We definitely are now. Hope you have a great Friday evening, whatever you end up doing.
Thank you. I hope you guys have fun at the rooftop bar.
We'll take some pictures and share them in the group chat.
Sounds good. See you later.
Excuse me, is this bench available?
Oh, yes, go ahead. Actually, I'm glad I ran into you. I've noticed you've been really consistent with your workouts lately.
Thanks. I try to come 4 times a week when my schedule allows.
That's fantastic dedication. Have you ever considered working with a personal trainer to maximize those results?
I appreciate the suggestion, but I'm doing fine with my current routine.
I'm sure you're making progress, but imagine how much faster you could reach your goals with professional guidance. I'm offering a free consultation session this week.
That's generous of you, but I'm really not looking to add personal training to my routine right now.
Can I ask what your main fitness goals are? Maybe I could offer some quick tips that would help even without formal training.
I prefer to keep my fitness journey private and work through things independently. I'm sure you understand.
Totally understand. But here's the thing. I'm building my client base, and I'm offering 30% off my normal rates for the first month. It's a limited time opportunity.
I hear what you're saying, but the answer is still no. Price isn't the issue here.
Is it the time commitment? Because we could do early morning sessions before the gym gets crowded or late evening slots if that works better.
It's not about scheduling. I genuinely prefer to work out alone. That's how I decompress and clear my head.
I respect that, but even just one session could give you form corrections that prevent injury. Think of it as an investment in your safety.
I've been lifting for 8 years without injury. I'm confident in my form. But if I ever feel uncertain, I know how to research proper technique.
8 years? Wow, you must be really knowledgeable then. Have you ever thought about becoming a trainer yourself?
No, I haven't, and I need to get back to my workout now. I have limited time today.
Of course, I'm sorry for taking up your time. Can I at least give you my card in case you change your mind?
I'd prefer not to take it since I won't be using it. I don't want to give you false hope.
That's actually really considerate. Most people just take the card and throw it away later.
I believe in being straightforward. You seem like a dedicated trainer, and I'm sure you'll find plenty of clients who need your expertise.
Thank you for that. I apologize if I was too persistent. I'm still learning the balance between being proactive and being pushy.
No worries, it's clear you're passionate about what you do. Just remember that some people really do prefer solo workouts.
Good point. I'll keep that in mind. Enjoy your workout.
You too. Good luck with building your client base.
Hello, Mr. Patterson? This is Elena from Apartment 3C. You called me earlier.
Yes, Elena. Thanks for calling back. Listen, I wanted to talk to you about something exciting. I'm planning to renovate the building, starting with the apartments.
Okay, what kind of renovations are we talking about?
Complete kitchen and bathroom upgrades. New appliances, modern fixtures, granite countertops, the works. It's going to increase the property value significantly.
That sounds extensive. How is this going to affect current tenants?
Well, that's what I wanted to discuss. The renovations will require tenants to temporarily relocate for about 6 weeks while we do the work.
6 weeks? Where exactly would I be relocating to?
I've partnered with a corporate housing company that offers short-term rentals. You'd be responsible for arranging and paying for that, of course.
I'm sorry, but I'm not willing to pay for temporary housing because you've decided to renovate.
I understand it's an inconvenience, but think about how nice your apartment will be afterward. Plus, I'm only raising rent by $200 a month after the renovation, which is very reasonable.
You're raising my rent by $200 for renovations I didn't request?
The market rate for renovated units in this area is actually $300 more than what I'm proposing. I'm giving you a deal as a loyal tenant.
I'm not interested in these renovations, and I'm definitely not interested in a rent increase. My current apartment meets my needs perfectly.
But Elena, this is happening whether you want it or not. I'm the property owner, and I have the right to improve my building.
You have the right to renovate, but you don't have the right to force me to pay for temporary housing or accept a rent increase without proper notice as outlined in my lease.
Well, your lease is up for renewal in 4 months anyway. I'm giving you advance notice of the new terms.
Then I'm giving you advance notice that I won't be renewing under those terms. I'll find a different apartment.
Wait, hold on. Let's not be hasty here. You've been a great tenant, always paying on time.
And you've been a decent landlord until now, but forcing unwanted renovations and significant rent increases isn't something I'm willing to accept. What if we compromised? I could reduce the rent increase to $150 instead. I don't want any rent increase for renovations I haven't asked for. My apartment functions perfectly fine as it is.
But newer appliances will actually save you money on utilities.
That's not a compelling enough reason for me to disrupt my life for 6 weeks and pay more rent. My answer is no.
You're really going to move over this. Moving is expensive and stressful.
Yes, I am, and I'll be documenting this entire conversation and reviewing my lease with a lawyer to understand my rights regarding these proposed changes.
There's no need for lawyers. Let's keep this civil.
I am being civil. I'm also being clear about my position. If you proceed with these plans, I'll be moving out when my lease ends.
Fine. I'll think about what you've said and get back to you.
Please do, and any further communication should be in writing.
Hi, Catherine. Thanks for hosting tonight's discussion. That novel was fascinating.
I'm so glad you enjoyed it. Actually, I wanted to catch you before you left. Do you have a minute?
Sure. What's up?
I've been thinking about expanding our book club experience, and I'd love your input since you always have such insightful comments during discussions.
That's kind of you to say. What kind of expansion are you considering?
I want to start a podcast. We could record our monthly discussions and post them online. Your literary analysis would be perfect for audio format.
That's an ambitious idea, but I don't think I'd be comfortable being recorded.
Really? But you're so articulate. People would love hearing your interpretations of the books we read.
I appreciate the compliment, but I joined this book club specifically because it's a small, private group. A podcast would change that dynamic completely.
We'd only be sharing what we already discuss in person. It would just reach a wider audience of book lovers.
For me, there's a significant difference between sharing thoughts with 8 people in a living room and broadcasting them to potentially thousands of strangers online.
What if we made it anonymous? We could use first names only, or even pseudonyms if you prefer.
It's not just about anonymity. I'm not comfortable with my voice and opinions being recorded and distributed, regardless of how my identity is presented.
I understand that, but wouldn't it be exciting to contribute to the broader literary community? We could help people discover books they might never have considered.
That's a worthwhile goal, but it's not something I personally want to be involved in. My participation in this book club is for my own enrichment, not content creation.
You wouldn't have to be in every episode, maybe just occasional appearances when we're discussing books you particularly loved?
Catherine, I need you to hear me clearly on this. I'm saying no to participating in a podcast in any capacity. Not occasionally, not anonymously, not at all.
I hear you, I really do. I just got so excited about the idea that I wasn't fully listening to your concerns.
I can tell you're passionate about this project, and I think it could be successful. It's just not for me.
Will you still participate in the in-person book club, even if I move forward with the podcast for those who are interested?
That depends. Would the in-person meetings be recorded?
I was planning to record everything so we wouldn't miss anyone's contributions.
Then no, I wouldn't continue attending if meetings are being recorded. I need the space to remain private.
That's completely fair. What if I organized separate sessions, recorded ones for the podcast and traditional private ones for people like you who value privacy?
That could work, as long as there's a clear understanding that the private sessions are absolutely never recorded or shared.
I can absolutely commit to that. The private sessions would remain exactly as they are now.
In that case, I'd continue attending the private sessions, and I genuinely do hope your podcast succeeds.
Thank you for being patient while I worked through this idea, and for being honest about your boundaries.
Of course, communication is important, especially in a community like this.
I'll send out an email to everyone explaining both options. Thanks for helping me think this through more carefully.
Anytime. See you next month?
Definitely. And this time, I'll respect everyone's comfort levels from the start.